Olá, espaçonauta! Gente, lembra que eu falei para vocês que ia ter uma conferência de imprensa lá da Hakuto-R, a Hakuto-R Venture M2, né? E M2, ou Resiliência, né? Então a Space fez essa conferência, foi na segunda-feira da semana passada, e eu tinha comentado com vocês também que eu ia dar um toque no Alfredo para ver a possibilidade dele traduzir. Pois é, o Alfredo fez a tradução para a gente, mandou para a gente, tudo legendado aqui em português, incrível, tá? Tá imperdível, dá para entender muita coisa, saber muita coisa da missão. E nessa conferência de imprensa foi anunciado o dia que seria feito o pouso na Lua. Então, vale a pena ver o CEO lá, o Takeshi Hakamada, anunciando o pouso na Lua, né? Então vamos ver? Vamos lá?
iSpace is going to the moon because we have a real purpose, something we have to create. We contribute to the groundwork of humanity's future by creating a sustainable, growing presence and infrastructure in space. The cislunar economy. Utilizing water resources on the moon is essential to expand human activity in cislunar space and benefit life on Earth in a sustainable way. iSpace is at the forefront of exploring and utilizing this precious resource. iSpace provides the most comprehensive lunar transportation service on the market, transporting and operating payloads in lunar orbit and on the surface. We are laying the groundwork for human presence on the moon, offering services around water resources, energy, communication, and data about the lunar environment to commercial customers, as well as governments and academic institutions. iSpace offers an entry point for innovative technologies to be verified and operated on the moon. We are able to iterate quickly, finding the most cost-effective solutions for the unique obstacles of the moon. iSpace makes possible what has previously not been possible. We pave the way towards an economic system that can not only sustain lunar development, but also return value to humanity and Earth. We are committed to secure humanity's future on Earth and beyond. And so we invite you to join this new cislunar ecosystem. Join us on our lunar quest. Expand our planet, expand our future for all humankind.
Good morning to everyone here and everybody participating online. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining our Mission 2 midterm report today. Please access our Hakuto-R channel for Japanese language and our iSpace stream for English interpretation.
My name is Kevin Zaleski, and I will be your moderator today. Nice to meet you. What you have just seen is a short movie which introduces the vision of iSpace Inc. Expand our planet, expand our future. We are aiming to expand the sphere of human life into space and create a sustainable world. To this end, we are focusing our attention on the moon. By utilizing the precious water resources on the moon to build space infrastructure, we will expand the sphere of human life into space. The Earth and the moon will become one ecosystem, and an economy based on space infrastructure will develop. As a result, we believe that the lives of people living on Earth will become enriched, and that a sustainable world can be realized. The first step toward realizing this goal, the landing on the moon and exploring the moon, is in fact what we are currently challenging. Please watch the video of Mission 2 that launched from Kennedy Space Center in the United States on January 15th this year.
3, 2, 1. Ignition. ispace resilience separation confirmed.
And there it goes. You can see resilience slowly moving away from Falcon 9's second stage as it begins its journey to the moon.
Now, let me introduce today's speakers in order. Starting from your right, we have Takeshi Hakamada, CEO and founder of ispace Inc. And then CTO is the next, Ryo Ujiie. And the next is the head of development for Mission 2, Yoshitsugu Hitatsu. These three will be speaking today. First, our CEO Hakamada will deliver the opening remarks. Please. Good morning, everybody. I am CEO of ispace, Hakamada. As you just saw, nearly 7 weeks have passed since Resilience began its second journey to the moon on January 15th of this year. And looking back, the launch of the Mission 1 was not only a significant milestone for ispace, but also marked the world's first private sector attempt at reaching the moon. I was personally in Cape Canaveral, Florida, witnessing the moment when the Falcon 9 lifted off. I still vividly remember the rocket's bright plume piercing the darkness and the powerful vibrations I could feel throughout my body. At the time, the period between the launch and the reaching each milestone felt incredibly long. However, with Mission 2, operations have been progressing smoothly as expected, so much so that we achieved all major milestones from separation to establishing a stable flight trajectory on the same day as the launch. Furthermore, we successfully completed the first major critical phase, the initial orbital control maneuver, with all system checks performing as expected. Just 2 days after launch, we were able to confirm its successful execution. This achievement is truly the result of a meticulous preparation by our mission operations specialists, who repeatedly run simulations based on the data and insights gained from the Mission 1. Seeing this level of improvement firsthand in the Mission 2 has reinforced the value of our past experiences. The Resilience lander, which embodies the spirit of recovery and resurgence, symbolizes ispace's determination to rise again, learning from the soft landing failure of Mission 1 and swiftly yet flexibly taking on a renewed challenge to reach the moon. Even at this moment, Resilience continues its journey, carrying our hopes and aspirations as it pushes forward towards its destination, the moon. Today, I'd like to share a message sent back to us from Resilience. This image, been unveiled for the first time today, almost feels as though Resilience is saying to us, looking back to us, saying that Earth is beautiful too. This is like a Resilience, remembering how beautiful the home base Earth is. The Goodbye Earth is the title of this picture. And I share the message from Resilience saying that, Earth is beautiful too. How are you doing over there? And how do you feel when you look at this? Just recently, on February 15th, Resilience became the first ever commercial lunar lander to successfully execute a lunar flyby. The attempt was first time, and it succeeded. This image was captured shortly after achieving that milestone. As it continues its voyage through 1.1 million kilometers of deep space, we will be watching over Resilience with a great anticipation as it advances towards the moon. Finally, I'd like to express my deepest gratitude to everybody, so every iSpace employee and their families who continue to walk this journey with us, our Hakuto partners, shareholders, and government officials who believe in and support iSpace's vision, and our payload customers who entrust us with their missions. We will not leave the future in someone else's hands. We will shape it ourselves. We set our sights on the moon because we envision a future beyond it. There's a future that we would like to create. So please continue to follow Mission 2 as it brings us one step closer to that future. Right, thank you. Next, we will have remarks from our CTO, Ojiie. Good morning, everybody. And I am CTO of iSpace in Ojiie. On January 15th of 2025, so that was at 3:11 p.m., I watched from our Mission Control Center as a Resilience lander lifted off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, USA, alongside our flight crew. I actually saw it, in this room with the other crew. This was the second time for this company, but the tense and how tense it was as severe or even more than the Mission 1. But the Mission 2 was effectively leveraging the achievements of the Mission 1. And if you see the right-hand side, the Mission 1 success Protocol 3, the completed scene, you see the hugging crew at the back. So that's, on the left-hand side. It had a great sense of achievement that was, from the Mission 1. But behind that were a lot of, the challenges. And the Mission 2 pictures on the right-hand side. Now you see everyone, more relaxed, and then everything is going well, smoothly, and it was a very sustainable success moment. And I just, see this in a great evolution or leap, from the Mission 1 to Mission 2. And again, behind this, there was this continuity of challenges between the Mission 1 and the Mission 2. So this is, the small size and lander for both. And if you see this, these two, they're very small. So, and then similar, the hardware remained largely the same. We just leveraged all the learnings from the mission 1 and bringing success in the mission 2. This is like almost twin. And mission 1, mission 2 landers are looking very similar. And so we have this great foundations that was cemented by mission 1 in bringing a success in mission 2. And this continuity is represented by certain numbers as well. First, the lander development time, if you compare the mission 1 and mission 2, it got reduced by 40%. And since the mission 1 was the very first time, so we needed to do a lot of trials and errors, and we could bring the development in the completion state and mission 1. And mission 2, we could leverage the learnings from the designing of the mission 1, and that was reflected in our cost we needed to bear. And so the lander development cost got reduced by 50%. We do have a lot of components developed in-house, the structural ones included, and no re-engineering tasks were necessary for them. And I think that was quite significant. And lastly, because this efficiency improvement was quite significant, and also the time got reduced, and it got even more meticulous, because we could cater the resources to these meticulous preparation. So this is the period from launch to initial operational phase completion, reduced by 60%. And going forward, mission 2 is taking approximately 4.5 months to reach the moon. And we probably see a lot of news nowadays, and you might be wondering why ispace is spending this long month to get to the moon. Why 4.5 months? First, the mission 1, mission 2, both are R&D missions. However, having said that, that we don't just do this in a technical R&D. These two are also a demonstration or to test the business model. We are commercial lunar missions. JAXA, NASA had been doing this transportation in space, but that's our nature is different from that conventional, and we do have this the payload customers, clients, and we need to be making a planning, seeing the demands coming from the private sectors, and that's a critical mission of ours. So we are seeing the demands coming from our customers, and we need to actually see the trade-off between that and our R&D mission purposes. And so to maximize that payload that we can carry for our clients, we are having this the low energy trajectory route, hence the longer month. So this is not just technical R&D. This is a strategic decision to take this trajectory route to do this the commercial purpose, the mission's future in our mind. So for this missions, we have taken this kind of a planning, but going forward, mission 3 onwards, ispace plans to offer a lunar transportation service with a significantly shorter timeline, aiming for landing just to shorter. And Hakamada, the CEO, showed the goodbye Earth picture, and the Earth looking pretty. And I'd like to show you a beautiful picture of the moon, and Hitachi will explain details of the mission, but I'd like to conclude my part now here.
ありがとうございました。それでは続きましてミッション2の進捗報告。
Thank you very much. Next, our development director, Mr. Hitachi, will explain about the progress of mission 2. Mr. Hitachi, time is yours. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Hitachi, and I am currently serving as the Mission 2 Development Director. Today, I would like to explain the progress of Mission 2 from its launch to today, and also the remaining milestones until landing on the lunar surface. First, Success 1. This is the completion of launch preparations, and it was achieved on January 14th, the day before launch. Continuing from Mission 1, we were able to complete the development of the second lander of the same model on schedule, and we are very happy about that. Also, as Mr. Uji explained, we were able to make significant improvements in development time and cost. And as this demonstrates our development capability, we consider this is an important milestone achievement. This time, the launch was a co-riding launch with Firefly from the US. Therefore, there were some different difficulties in the preparation from that of Mission 1. Because the launch was in January, we had the year-to-end to New Year holidays, and also the Christmas vacations in the United States. So the scheduling and planning for the launch preparation to proceed as initially planned was very difficult. Through close collaboration and coordination with the AIT team, SpaceX, and other vendors, we were able to maintain the original schedule and launch on time. Next, Success 2, which is the launch and deployment. As you have also seen, it was accomplished on January 15th. Proper separation from the rocket was confirmed on January 15th at 4:44 p.m. Japan time. However, in order to confirm the proper deployment of the lander, after the separation, it is necessary to confirm that the installed equipment is up and running normally. The separation camera alone cannot tell us this much. Thus, it is essential to check the communication with the ground station, see the telemetry, and check the state of the lander from that. Therefore, about an hour and 15 minutes after the deployment, at around 6 p.m., we confirmed the achievement of Success 2. Due to the trajectory of this launch, it took about an hour after the deployment before the telemetry could be confirmed. Even after telemetry was detected, due to the posture of the lander, the visibility was to start in the shade, so the shade of the Earth. So we expected the solar panels would not be illuminated, and the current values would not be confirmed. So we expected that. Therefore, the accomplishment of Success 2 was confirmed after the shaded area had dawned, and the solar panels were confirmed to be working properly. So we were able to confirm the solar panels working only after the shaded area had dawned. So the release 2 was made after that. And as a result, everything that was needed to be confirmed was confirmed on the scheduled time. And we were able to confirm everything we needed. So we were able to see the rocket images confirming the deployment. And so when that happened, the control center got excited for a brief moment and also relieved at the same time. But after that, followed a moment of quietness with tension as we waited for the telemetry to be detected. And in the meantime, from SpaceX, a report regarding the injection orbit was coming. So in that 1 hour, we had to make corrections by the orbit maneuver with that information. Also, due to the co-riding launch, there was a special sequence of the re-injection of the upper stage of the rocket. And if the orbit insertion error was large, within 24 hours of deployment, the first orbit control maneuver could have been performed. So we were preparing for that too. But we also had to determine whether or not that was necessary in the first place. And in the 24 hours after the deployment, as a result, we didn't have to conduct our first maneuver. Success 3, this is the establishment of steady conditions. This confirms the lander's posture, communication, and power. So those three are established, is what is confirmed, and is the most important milestone in the early critical phase. Approximately 1.5 hours after the deployment, we confirmed that a sun-facing posture was established, and this was accomplished. So on that day, 1 hour after the deployment, when telemetry was detected, communication was confirmed. After that, we waited for sunrise and conducted the sun capture to confirm the establishment of the sun-facing posture. And at the same time, we confirmed the solar battery panel generating electricity and the charging of the battery. So we call it Earth albedo. So this is the fraction of light that is reflected from the Earth. And in mission 1, due to the Earth albedo, the sun sensor did not work as planned. But we had prepared a procedure in advance that anticipated this point as well. So we followed that procedure to capture the sun, and the result was success at first try. And everything went smoothly as planned. Next, success 4, which is the first orbit control maneuver. This was conducted 36 hours after the deployment at 4:40 a.m. on January 17th. This confirmed the proper operation of the main propulsion system. The planning of the process of performing the orbit control maneuver is basically the same as that in mission 1. But what I felt was through this preparation, all the processes have been refined and matured. And so we were able to operate quickly, systematically, and efficiently. So those points were what was improved from mission 1. Last but not least, on February 15th at 7:43 a.m., we succeeded success 5, the lunar flyby. It is the first time ever for a private company's commercial lunar lander to perform this, and we are very pleased with this accomplishment. This lunar flyby after the launch, it will take a month from the Earth orbit phase to transition to deep space cruise using a low-energy transfer orbit, and is an important milestone in the first half of the mission. The flyby requires the lander to pass precisely over a target point near the moon, and so careful and deliberate orbital planning and operation is essential. As a result, the closest approach distance to the moon was 8,390 kilometers, and the margin of error was about 15 kilometers, which is a very good result. So the green circle that was on the screen just now, we were able to fit within that circle. So up until here is the progress of mission 2 from the launch to today. Next, I would like to talk about the status of the subsystems of the lander. The lander has 7 major subsystems, and I will explain the status one by one. First is the structural system. So we have confirmed that there is no damage to the lander after the launch and also the separation from the rocket. And we have been able to verify, again, that we have achieved a structural design that can withstand the harsh environment of the launch. Also, the deployment of the landing gear, we have also confirmed that it was successful without any problems. Next, the thermal control system. This has confirmed that the lander's thermal environment and the implementation of thermal control are proper as priorly predicted. In Mission 1, there was an incident where the propulsion system and the second oxidizer tank were heated than expected. But in Mission 2, the thermal control design is improved. And so as a result, compared to Mission 1, the temperature is 4 to 5 degrees Celsius lower, which is in line with the prediction. The power consumption of the thermal control heater is also as predicted. Also, compared to Mission 1, mainly due to the payload changing, the power consumption is slightly higher, but this is also as predicted. Next is the propulsion system. So the RCS, the reaction control system, and the bipropellant main propulsion system for orbit control, they have been confirmed to be operating and performing properly. The amount of propellant consumed for reaction control is also as planned, with enough meaning for future navigation and operation plans. And stable reaction control has been achieved together with the GNC system. All 6 orbit control maneuvers by the main propulsion system have been completed successfully, and stable orbit control has been realized. The amount of propellant consumed by the main propulsion system is in line with the plan, and there is enough remaining for future orbit control maneuvers. Next is the guidance, navigation, and control system. We have confirmed that the sun sensor, star sensor, and posture sensor of the inertial measurement device are all operating properly. However, one of the 2 star sensors have been experiencing frequent instantaneous sensor data loss, but this does not interfere with the operation of the system. So we will keep monitoring the situation. The GNC algorithm is also operating normally, and posture determination as well as solar posture maintenance control during cruise, posture change function, and posture maintenance during orbit control, all these GNC functions are operating properly. Also, the software is operating properly. And the automatic autonomous sequencing function is also operating as planned. So all the subsystems of the lander is operating properly, and the next success 6 is deep space orbit control maneuver, and towards that we are planning to complete all planned orbit control maneuvers. So this orbit control will be conducted from the control center, and the lander, which is in deep space low energy transfer orbit, will be guided to the moon, and it is scheduled to be performed around April 26. Once success 6 is accomplished, then by using the sun's gravity, we will reach the lunar gravity sphere and perform the orbit insertion around May 6, finally accomplishing success 7. This concludes my explanation of the progress of Mission 2. Not only people in Japan, but people all over the world is excited for ispace's Mission 2. And so we will proceed with great care and deliberation.
そしてアジア初となる
That was the
月面企業
Hitachi.
による月面着陸。いつ頃になるのか気になり
So
ますよ
when
ね。
the timing of the landing will be, probably
それでは
wondering
最後に
when.
CEO の袴田
So
ミッシ
let's
ョン2の着陸について
bring
発
back
表い
the
たします。
CEO Hakamada again
よろしくお願いいたします。
announcing the landing schedule for Mission 2. Right, the Resilience lander has now completed 1/3 of its journey to the moon. And then now, I am pleased to share the much anticipated landing date with you. Right, so here it is. Mission 2 is scheduled to land on the moon on 2025, June 6th, at approximately 4:24 a.m. JST. So that's a 7:24 p.m. CC. Only 5 milestones remain before we achieve this historic landing. We're fully committed to accomplishing them all and ensuring a successful touchdown on the lunar surface. Please continue to follow ispace's Mission 2 as we move closer to this incredible moment.
ありがとうございました。
Right, so that was
以上をもちま
Hakamada,
して
the
本日
CEO.
の記者
With
発表会
that,
を
we
終了させていた
conclude
だきま
today's
す。
press conference.
本日 YouTube および
To
X の配
everyone
信
who
にて
joined us
本会
via
見をご視聴いただきま
YouTube
した皆
and
様
X
ありがとう
live
ございまし
stream,
た。
thank you very
こ
much.
こで
We
配信を終
sincerely
了させていただきます。
appreciate your time. This marks the end of our live broadcast.
Curte o nosso trabalho aqui? Já sabe, né? Pacotão youtubístico na veia, né? Curtir, compartilhar, comentar, inscrever-se no canal, hypar o vídeo, tudo isso aí, gente, ajuda o YouTube a entender que o canal aqui é de relevância e faz com que o YouTube entregue ele a cada vez mais pessoas. Então eu conto com vocês aí para dar essa força pra gente aí, tá certo? Lembrando que a gente tem uma meta que é chegar aos 50 mil inscritos até junho, até o meio do ano, e 100 mil inscritos até dezembro. A meta é difícil, mas com a ajuda de vocês nós vamos chegar lá, tá certo? Isso aí, galera. Grande abraço, até o nosso próximo vídeo.